Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today's video is about 10 questions that interracial couples get asked. And 50 years ago in America, interracial marriage was illegal. We're thankful because today we have the freedom to marry whoever we want despite your race or the color of your skin. Question number 1. How does your family feel about your partner's race? My family feels that she's amazing and they love her to bits and pieces. And the relationship that my mom and her have is a really positive relationship. And from someone like me looking at my family members' interaction, I don't think it's more of a race question. I think it's more of like a cultural thing for us. I don't see it as a race thing. We look more of it as like a cultural thing. And being able to experience another person's culture has been very eye-opening. And it's been amazing. And I think that's one thing that I really also appreciate about our relationship is that cultural, and part of that culture, of course, is being family oriented. So I think it's more than race to us.
So my family, they don't really, not really, they don't care. Like they never cared and they never will care about who I would have married. You know, in a way, like, of course I'm married now. Like, they don't care what the other person looks as long as they love me and we're happy and I love them. So yeah. Question number 2. Aren't you worried about stereotype in your country? We live in America, and I think just almost everywhere I would say in the world. I've never been to all the countries, of course, but I would assume anywhere you will live, there's always going to be people, you know, have their own way of views about other people. It could be like a country that has the same skin color but different classes. People will always view those different classes in a different way, like, you know, like rich people, working class, and all of that. So there's always like a stereotype. So I don't really worried about it because stereotype is always going to be there, or it's always there, but I don't let that be an issue in my marriage. So
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that pretty much says it all. You know, for America, and I'm sure even in places like France, it's very mixed. Like there's a lot of cultural mixture already there. But of course, you have people that will have a stereotype. So I think that will always be there. But at the same time, there's a lot of melting pot of people, and so a lot of people will be more not stereotypical people as opposed to being stereotypical. Question number 3. Wouldn't it be easier to just date your own race? I would say no. I would say, so back when I was dating, no, I actually felt like it was easier to, in some cases, date someone of a different race. I think it depends on the person, to be honest, and their background, how they were raised, stuff like that. So I've never really felt that it was easier to do that, and I guess I kind of concluded that I prefer somebody outside of my race, I guess, or maybe it just worked out that way. It doesn't mean I'm against it, but I like I said, things that attracted me to her were the family. We both believe the same thing religion-wise. We both had chemistry that worked out. She's very down to earth, so for me it was all those things that was what brought us together. As far as me dating other girls that were the same skin color as me, it wasn't like a bad thing. It was just more of a chemistry thing. It wasn't more of a skin thing. It was just the way it just worked out.
Yeah, I think I was also gonna add to what he just said. It's not like about race. It's about like how you get along with the person. Yeah, maybe some of the culture things might be a little easier, but in a way, like race wise, I don't think so. I don't think so. So.
Next question. Are you worried your kids will be bullied? Yeah. I mean, I would say honestly, I kind of am but it could be for any number of reasons. It could be because they're not athletic, or it could be because they're introverted and they're not as extroverted. It could be because their book bag has too many books in it. I mean, there could be a lot of reasons why they're bullied. It could be the color of their skin. And you have cliques in school and things like that, and bubbles, social bubbles, and yeah, it's a concern. So it's not something I've really had to deal with just yet. But it is definitely something that I think about, and but it's not only because of the race issue. I think it would be just for all sorts of reasons that they would be bullied, and if they ever got bullied, I would want to know why, and then we would have to go from there to figure out kind of the next step. Yeah. What?
No. I think he already kind of answered, to the question. Yeah, I mean, I would worry that my kids would be bullied, but I hope it wouldn't be because they are mixed. I hope it's because, the things that they're doing or the things that they have, or maybe because the bully kids are just crazy bully kids. Yeah, but I hope it's not about how they will look.
Next question. What will your kids identify as?
Well, we live in America, so it doesn't matter whether you have 1% black or 100% black, you are black. So to me, that's easy. They will be black. So yeah.
Okay, I would say that in America, they would be identified as black. Now, if they go to another part of the world, like Africa or South America or wherever, they may be identified as something different. I don't know exactly what that would be, but...
Yeah. Do you only date white, or do you only date black?
Well, I would say I stopped dating and got married, so...
Like a year ago you stopped dating.
Yeah. But I would say, just to answer the question...
Actually, 3 years ago you stopped dating.
That's true, yeah.
Not just like a year ago.
Well, I actually still date, but I date her only.
Oh, that's
Even though we're married.
sweet. That is sweet.
Okay, but yeah, to answer the question, I
So yes, you do only date black.
No, that's not true.
Because you only date me.
Well,
so.
that's true. Yeah. This question is becoming very deep. Before, when I did not know her, I didn't have any preference. I just, like I said, I tried to go by personality, chemistry, beliefs, all the things that you don't compromise on. That was my stick-to list, and if you didn't meet the criteria, then it probably wasn't going to work out, so then there was no point in moving on.
So for me, I don't think I only date when I used to date. I don't think I've only dated white. I mean, I might have dated more white than other race, but it's not like I only dated white.
Okay, next question. Don't you get frustrated not being able to express yourself in your own language? Well, I have an easy way to answer that. I have no frustration because every day I speak English, and I seem to work out great for me. But I will say, when we went to France and I kind of got became the person that didn't speak French. It was it was frustrating. And I would say I wish that, you know, when I'm around her family and they speak another language, I wouldn't say it's frustrating, but I do wish that I was able to speak their language. And, you know, one day I'm going to be sitting over there on the couch, and you're going to think that I still don't know the language, and I'll know every word you're saying because I learned it.
That's going to take you forever.
Okay,
really,
we'll see.
Forever. Anyways, I don't get, no, maybe every once in a while I'll be like, but then I am like bilingual, so it's kind of like sometimes I just mix it all in. So if I feel like I can, I still do. I mean, he's heard me speaking different languages and he'd be like, wait, what? And I'd be like, this, that.
Next question. Do people stare at you when you go on a date?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say we get some stares. It's not like ugly stares like this.
It's kind of more like, oh, see
Yeah.
this black person with the white guy or white person. It's more like this kind of, I don't know, like
Brief.
Like, wait, am I really seeing what I'm seeing type of thing?
Yeah. But nobody really makes a big to-do out of it.
Yeah, no one really like. It's never really like a dirty, you know, look. I mean, we've had like a double dip, you know, like someone would look and then they'd be like, wait, look again. But it's not like, oh, it's not like that. Or at least I never noticed.
I would say no. I mean, I get, well, we do get some stares. We don't get like people that stare and then never look away. It's brief. And it's very subtle. It's in North Carolina in America, we don't. I don't get much of a negative vibe usually, and honestly, I think maybe it goes over my head. I just don't notice as much. Next question: do you think you'll stay together forever? Yes.
Yes.
She can't get rid of me. Every time you turn a corner, every time you're there I am. When you're in the kitchen cooking, I'm standing over your shoulder.
That is just creepy.
She'll never be able to get rid of me. And she'll never be able to get rid of my cooking skills, which are terrible. And I will be with you forever. Next question. What is the most cultural food you eat? I would say it's American food. When we cook at home, usually it's African meals. Mm-hmm. And if I was by myself, I would not know how to cook those. So she really helps to expose me to those meals and that culture and the tastes and the flavors and the freshness. That's a huge one, by the way, the freshness of it. Frozen vegetables ain't gonna cut it.
Gosh, babe.
It's true.
Frozen vegetables ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah. So what do you have to say?
I guess he already answered. Yeah, we most of the time we eat American, just because it's easy, you know, to find and to make, and quick. But whenever we cook African.
Yeah.
Like Congolese food.
Yeah.
It's to be more specific.
The most common one of the African foods that we eat is fufu. True.
Yeah, we do eat a lot of fufu.
Yeah.
We do.
And usually.
And then we take a good nap after that.
Yeah.
Knocks you out.
Yeah, and we also usually what we eat with that is we'll either eat like beef or chicken.
Yeah, like a stewed beef or chicken.
Yeah.
And my mom usually, like, she makes us like pundu, like cassava leaves, but that can only last for so long, and then, yeah.
Yeah.
Or beef. Oh no, not beef, beans.
Oh yeah, beans are another big one.
Like a bean soup.
Yeah.
I want that now.
And rice.
Mm.
And we eat rice.
Yeah, we eat a lot of rice.
Yeah.
We love rice.
Yeah.
Yep, so that was it, guys. Thank you. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment below. Don't forget to like. And we will see you guys soon.
Yeah. Love you guys. Thanks again.
Bye-bye.
Bye.